So this is just gonna be kind of like a rant. So excuse me, but I am so beyond sick of the way things are going in this world. I'm so sick of the lack of black unity. I'm sick of black people throwing other black people under the bus for no reason. I'm tired of the chemtrails. I'm tired of the poisoning of the environment. I'm tired of the extreme police brutality that is going unchecked. It's going unchecked, completely and utterly unchecked. There is no reason for anyone to believe that the judicial system is going to prosecute these race soldiers, these terrorists that are going around killing our people. There's no reason for us to believe that. And I know, like, society says, we're not supposed to take the law into our own hands or be vigilantes. But when your law is the one that's terrorizing you and murdering you, and then they're upholding the people that do that, they're letting them off free every time, and they're setting such dangerous precedents for the black community. And understand this. This is going to spill over into their community too, because once you allow evil albinoids to run amok, once you set a precedent and tell them that their actions are going to go unpunished, it spreads on right into their own neighborhoods. They're going to start doing it to each other. You're going to see more police brutality on Caucasian individuals. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see incidents where they're killing each other because you're telling them that this is okay behavior. This is how you act. You just say that you felt like your life was in danger. If these cops are feeling like their lives are in danger, then why are they out being cops? Shouldn't they have a different job? Maybe a preschool teacher or maybe a groundskeeper? Because if you have this many coward cops that feel like their life is in danger because someone looks at them, then what are we doing? Why are you, like, something is wrong with the foundation of these police officers and governmental officials. There's something wrong with their entire foundation if your cops are feeling this way. If they feel that they need to tase a handcuffed person or shoot a handcuffed person, there's no reason that they should be cops. And to just hold nobody accountable is very dangerous. It's dangerous for everyone, honestly. It's dangerous for every citizen in America, regardless of your race. This is a dangerous precedent. And just heed my words when I say this, okay? Because you're going to see it. It's going to get really big because you cannot allow this much terrorism to go unchecked. You just can't. It's not safe for anyone, and it's disgusting. And then if you want to sit there and not expect citizens to start taking it into their own hands, then something's wrong with that too, because it's supposed to be in your nature to defend yourself, to defend your life, to protect your life. So that is something that should be in everyone's nature. So you're going to see vigilantism because that you're showing as a government and as a country that you're the people that are supposed to be protecting you and that are supposed to be bringing the checks and balances aren't doing their jobs. And so that is leaving it up to the citizens to have to then step in and do the job and do the work for the community. Because the police are failing everybody. Okay, it's not just the black community that they're failing. they have constantly terrorizing the black community. That is something that's not even questioned. It's not. It's something that's just it seems like the norm now. It seems like people aren't even getting upset when they see stuff like this. It's just, they're so used to it. People aren't even, they're not shocked anymore. There's no, it's lost its shock value. Now it's just another day. It's just like, oh, okay, this again. And then we wait and think, well, maybe this person will be prosecuted. Maybe this one will, get punished for their terroristic actions. But it never happens. It just doesn't. Unless, I think there was one case where there was an officer prosecuted and found guilty, and I think that was a black officer, and I believe it was an accidental shooting, but I don't really have that much information on it, so I don't want to like really go too far into that one. But society as a whole is very just, it's disappointing to me, and I'm like so over it. I'm over it in so many different ways, because when you try to do whether activism or making these videos, or when you're trying to do anything to speak against it or try to come up with ways of solutions, you always have your naysayers, and you have all these people saying that what your solutions aren't right. But there's so much going on that's wrong. Like, that's the problem. There's so much that's going on that it's just not right. And a lot of times it makes me just want to give up and just go live in a I was so gonna say a cave, but just be done with it. Like, honestly, if I didn't have a kid, I don't think that I would still even be alive, because there's just too much there's too much to deal with. And I don't think that, like, I don't see in my lifetime something drastic would have to happen in order to see the amount of change that needs to be done in order for this world to be a place that I want to be in. There would have to be a lot done. And it's just, we voted Donald Trump in as our president, and we all saw how that election went. So I don't have a lot of faith in this country. I don't. I think we were better off 20 years ago than we are now. So I feel like we're regressing. And how far are we going to regress to? It seems like majority of individuals, there's a couple of things that are going on that I see. I see a lot of racial terrorism, but I also see a lot of economic terrorism. I see just division everywhere. America is not, it's a mess. It is just a cesspool right now. It is horrible. And I just think we're all waiting for that other shoe to drop. That whether it's going to be attacks from Korea, whether it's going to be domestic terrorism, whether it's going to be there's a lot of countries that would like to see us destroyed, and for good reason, truly for good reason, because it's a mess here. Your citizens are being terrorized by the police, being terrorized by the government. Black people have been constantly terrorized by America since the beginning of time, really. So I'm over that. Like, I'm just really over it. And I try to think of, you know, a place that I can go to find solitude and to find sanity and just not have to deal with the day-to-day bull that is America. And there really isn't any place. I get a lot of white supremacists saying, oh, just, you know, go back to Africa. That would be great, but there's Caucasoid terrorists there. And if America would either, you know, get all those people out of Africa, then I would love to be there. I really would. I mean, it's warm and sunny. And I like warm and I like sunny. So, sounds like a good idea. Like I said, I do plan on going on a trip there in November. So, maybe I'll like it and maybe I'll stay. And that'll be great. But, like, a big part of me, I don't want to leave America to these evil albinoid devils. They don't deserve this country. They don't. They don't deserve it. They didn't build it. They didn't work to get it the way it is. We've done everything. Everything they have is on the backs of slaves, and they don't deserve this country. I would not want to leave this to them. So that's not gonna happen. I don't think black people should leave America to evil albinoids. I think they should actually go back to Europe. And I don't have, like, I feel like that would be a good idea. I feel like that would be beneficial to them and us. And the whole country, honestly. So, I'm not going to sit here and pick my face, but I don't know. I'm just frustrated. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I thought I would come up with some grand ideals that made me feel better about the situation, but I did not. Like, I really didn't. I still try not to feel angry, because, like, you realize that your anger, I don't know, it doesn't really do anything. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching my rant.